The Young and the Restless, YNR, spoilers update for Tuesday, March 17th, indicate that Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, will face a crushing blow while Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, and Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, deal with a terrible crisis in their marriage. After telling Nikki to get out, Victor will refuse to apologize for using Jack as leverage and will resent Nikki for gloating over his rescue. Nikki, on the other hand, will remain outraged over Victor using someone she cares about and turning this into a revenge play. Since Victor told Nikki another woman was with Jack, she may ask more questions about that. Whether Victor admits he brought Patty Williams, Stacey Hayduke, into this or not, Nikki will ultimately find out and is bound to be even more furious. As for Jack, he won't be able to offer an explanation that fixes his mistake. Jack was clearly drugged, but will he figure that out and use it to explain his out-of-character behavior? Even if Jack does blame the drugs and even Victor for orchestrating the seduction scheme, Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, will still feel a deep sense of betrayal. That's why Diane is about to force a major shakeup at the Abbott mansion. There's a good chance Diane will announce she's moving out, so Jack may realize just how bad this is when she heads for the door with luggage. Although Jack will fight desperately to repair his marriage on Tuesday's YNR episode, Diane won't be coming around anytime soon. While Jack deals with some heartbreak, Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, will get hostile with Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, at Crimson Lights. That's where Nate will blast Kane over Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, and the twins' abduction drama. Kane will be sick of all the lectures at that point, so he'll strike back at Nate and really let him have it. There's no one who wants Lily, Charlie Ashby, last played by Noah Alexander Jerry, and Maddie Ashby, last played by Lexi Stevenson, home more than Kane at this point. Kane may try to get under Nate's skin by accusing Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, of being in on Victor's kidnapping plot, so we'll see how Nate might react to that news. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Kane and Nate have some fierce scenes ahead, so stick with the CBS soap. While Victor plays puppet master, his wife, Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott, is quickly approaching her breaking point. Upon realizing that Victor is responsible for Jack's disappearance, Nikki is pushed to her limit. Spoilers suggest she will confront Victor with an ultimatum, potentially threatening divorce if he doesn't release Jack immediately. This internal Newman conflict will create a rift in the family, with Victoria, Amelia Heinley, defending her father's actions while the rest of Genoa City reels from the chaos. Meanwhile, Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters, and Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, will scramble to find Jack, with Kyle even pleading with Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, to use her influence on Victor. As the search intensifies, Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, will join Nick, Joshua Morrow, in the hunt, eventually uncovering shocking information that leads them on a mission to Las Vegas. Lily Winters returns to a changed world. One of the most anticipated moments in the coming weeks is the return of Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil. Lily has been off-screen, dealing with a family emergency involving her daughter, Maddie, in California. However, her absence was exploited by Victor, who made it look like Lily and the twins had been kidnapped to pressure Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, into surrendering Chancellor. A whole new Lily. When Lily finally returns to Genoa City, she will find her world turned upside down. Not only has Kane been operating under extreme duress, but she will also quickly catch on to the fact that Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziade, has moved on with Heather Stevens in her absence. According to Crystal Khalil, fans are about to see a whole new Lily Winters. She will be hurt and shocked by Daniel's actions, especially since the relationship has been going on for months without anyone telling her. But rather than wallow in despair, Lily is poised to take charge of her life and her circumstances. Speculation is rife that Lily may have been a willing participant in Victor's scheme to test Kane. Some spoilers suggest that upon her return, Lily might admit to helping Victor make everyone believe she was in danger. If true, this revelation would showcase a calculated and ruthless side of Lily that Genoa City has never seen before. Regardless of the circumstances, her return will ignite tensions with Daniel, force a reckoning with Kane, and potentially reshape the power dynamics at Chancellor Winters. The trial verdict, Mariah's fate is sealed. Amidst the kidnapping chaos and romantic betrayals, the legal system takes center stage as Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, heads to court. Mariah's abduction of Dominic Newman Abbott-Winter's chancellor sent shockwaves through the community, and the upcoming trial is set to be an emotional ringer for everyone involved. A mother's plea. Mariah's attorney, Christine Blair, Laura Lee Bell, is gearing up for the battle of her career. Christine's strategy is clear. She will argue for mental health treatment rather than prison time, hoping to sway the judge with Mariah's history of trauma and psychological duress. The week of March 16th to 20th will see the trial in full swing, with Abby, Melissa Ordway, and Devin Brighton James forced to relive the terror of almost losing their son. However, the verdict may not bring the closure everyone hopes for. Spoilers hint at a shocking twist following the trial. If Christine is successful, Mariah could be sent away to a mental health facility. This is where the paths of two of Genoa City's most troubled women may cross. Speculation is mounting that Mariah might run into Patty Williams at such a facility, setting the stage for a unique and potentially explosive interaction between the two characters. A pattern of Newman justice? While Mariah's trial is the focus, the shadow of Victor Newman's courtroom manipulations looms large. In a separate but equally devastating legal battle, recent spoilers describe a courtroom showdown where Victor presents damaging evidence against Nikki and Jack. In a scene ripped from a nightmare, intimate details of Nikki and Jack's past night together were read aloud in court, leading to a devastating ruling in Victor's favor. The judge granted Victor's motion, removing Nikki from her executive position at Newman Enterprises. This verdict serves as a stark reminder of Victor's power and his willingness to humiliate even those he loves to win. As Nikki confronts Jack in the aftermath, the damage to her marriage and her psyche appears irreparable, proving that in Victor's world, winning the battle often means sacrificing the war at home. Beyond the major headlines of returns and verdicts, the next 3 weeks are packed with character-driven drama. Kane Ashby's desperation. Kane has been walking a tightrope, trying to save his family while battling Victor. In the coming days, his desperation will lead him to do something extreme to get Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, attention, which will undoubtedly enrage her. He may also approach Daniel Romalotti with a risky offer, forcing Daniel into a dangerous moral dilemma involving his own mother. Billy and Sally's complicated romance. Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, and Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, shared a kiss, seemingly opening the door to a second chance at romance. However,